So welcome to the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development. Today, the second Sunday of October, I come with another Sunday message. As we have done in the previous Sundays, I have mentioned that the Sunday messages coming from the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development Summit are aimed at enhancing a balanced life. By balanced life, we mean that in life, there are mainly four things that everybody chases: how to live, how to relate, how to earn, and how to learn. And in so doing, we should be able to remember that in how to live, our human nature, we are composed of four things: the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit. So, looking at that aspect, we find that from the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development, every Sunday we package a message that focuses on the aspect of prayer because it connects our spiritual selves with the higher power. And this Sunday message focuses on the aspect of the devil. It actually says that give the devil the chair and it will give itself the bed. That simple quotation has a powerful meaning behind it. In most cases in our daily lives, we find that we start doing certain things small, but in the end, they become very big. The people that you meet on the street who have been affected mentally as a result of drug abuse, they started with one small piece, the second day it increased, the third, and by the time they realized it, it had taken a toll on their lives. So, rhetorically speaking, when you give the devil the chair, eventually it will not just be in the sitting room, but you'll find actually sleeping with it in the bedroom every night. So this applies. For example, you may start drinking one beer, next time you increase to 3, another time you increase to 7, next time you find you are reaching 10, and by the time you realize you have become an alcoholic. So what this Sunday message tells us is that when we know that there is something bad in something, it is better not even to experiment it. Sometimes we find that we experiment something thinking that it will not get out of hand. That is what we're talking about in terms of the devil. You find that something you're experimenting with, thinking that it is going to be just for a short time, just for fun. We have seen people who have actually been affected by cigarettes simply because they started having a small piece for fun, and eventually they ended up becoming addicted. So we find that in our lives, sin does not just come as a result of a very big, huge activity that you have done, but small actions, actually even before actions, usually even thoughts alone result into the devil entering into our lives and taking control. Sometimes they have seen some women start, for example, picking a few leaves here and there that they are creating love potions for their husbands. And by the time they realize, they have become serious native doctors dealing with spiritual powers to be able to control their husbands. But before, they started with small leaves of herbs. So, meaning that it is important for us to remember that the devil has different ways that it can be able to come into our lives. And give it a small opportunity, you'll find that it has taken over entirely your life. This, of course, reminds me to mention that it is not that something small is not sin. Actually, the Christian doctrine tells us that even the smallest sin is sin. There is no big sin and there is no small sin. Of course, the Catholic doctrine eventually separates and presents the 7 cardinal sins, which include anger, include pride, include lust, include envy, include gluttony, include lust, include greed. We find that those are actually cardinal sins because they underpin many other greater sins that result from those. For example, murder could be as a result of envy. So you'll find that when we entertain the devil in the smallest possible way, then it can be able to lead us to committing those deadly cardinal sins. Therefore, I remind you through this Sunday message to be able to check all the different indicators through which the devil is coming into your life, so that you don't entertain them, you don't give a chair, because if you do so, eventually you'll find the devil in your bed, living with you, sleeping with you every day and night. And this has been the Sunday message for this Sunday. Look forward to the Sunday message for the third Sunday of October. Have a blessed Sunday. Thank you.